Imagine having the absolute audacity to look at hardworking, everyday citizens who are just trying to keep a roof over their families' heads and telling them that their basic survival is nothing more than a political bargaining chip. Donald Trump is openly refusing to sign a crucial housing bill designed to provide immediate relief and make affordable housing accessible for millions of struggling Americans. And his reason is as transparent as it is deeply manipulative, because he is holding our shelter hostage to force through the so-called SAVE Act. He claims with a straight face that he will absolutely not sign this essential housing relief unless Congress completely bows down and passes his corrupt voter eligibility bill, essentially weaponizing our financial survival against our fundamental constitutional rights. Well, we have a very clear and direct message for him. We can absolutely wait for the Democrats in November. We will never support or sign the SAVE Act. And we are perfectly capable of managing our own lives for a little longer by selling food, working extra gigs, or doing whatever legal hustle is necessary to pay our bills, because we will never, under any circumstances, accept our voting rights being stripped away or suppressed. We see the game, we know the price. We will never sacrifice our right to vote for a roof held hostage. So say it loud, no to the SAVE Act. He can shove it where the sun don't shine. This entire ridiculous political stunt is wrapped in the ultimate hypocrisy, because he claims to care about the rising cost of living, yet these are the exact economic damages and instabilities that he himself caused and exacerbated during his own chaotic administration. Oh, please, it is an undeniable fact that everything he touches instantly turns into an absolute disaster. Or to put it accurately, everything he touches gets a severe case of diarrhea, leaving ordinary working class citizens to clean up the messy aftermath. He is actively negotiating our own economic safety, our stability, and our peace of mind, just to pass a highly controversial corruptionist bill that serves nobody but his own political agenda. But the answer is a resounding, fearless, and permanent no, because he will not get his damn SAVE Act. We see the game, we know the price. We will never sacrifice our right to vote for a roof held hostage. So say it loud, no to the SAVE Act. He can shove it where the sun don't shine. Let us explain this setup so clearly that it is impossible to misunderstand. The housing bill is filled with factual, practical measures to lower cost and assist families facing soaring rents, while the SAVE Act is an unnecessary, aggressive legislative hurdle designed to make voter registration drastically more difficult under the false pretense of election security. Even though federal law already strictly prohibits non-citizens from voting in federal elections, we are completely okay. We are resilient, and I personally would much rather manage with high rent and pick up a side gig or work all night doing extra odd jobs to pay up my landlord than to ever cowardly sign away my sacred, hard-earned right to vote in a free democracy. He can fully, completely, and permanently shove the SAVE Act exactly where the sun absolutely does not shine, because our voices are ballots and our futures are not for sale, and they are definitely not up for negotiation. We see the game, we know the price. We will never sacrifice our right to vote for a roof held hostage. So say it loud, no to the SAVE Act. He can shove it where the sun don't shine. It is incredibly sarcastic that a billionaire who has never had to worry about rent a single day in his life thinks he can starve regular people into submission by withholding housing signatures, completely failing to realize that working people possess a level of grit, determination, and strength that he could never begin to comprehend. We can cook, we can bake, we can drive, we can sell goods, and we can manage our budgets down to the very last penny to survive this political blockade, because a temporary financial struggle is nothing compared to the permanent loss of our democratic representation. This corrupt attempt to use a basic human necessity like shelter as a leverage tool to force through a voter suppression bill shows a total lack of empathy and a complete disregard for the real world struggles of everyday Americans who are just trying to live their lives safely
We see the game, we know the price. We will never sacrifice our right to vote for a roof held hostage. So say it loud. No to the SAVE Act, he can shove it where the sun don't shine. Let the facts speak for themselves, because history shows that when politicians try to restrict the ballot box, it is because they are terrified of the power of the people's collective voice, and trying to tie voter restriction to a housing relief bill is the all.